Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Dear everyone, there is a lot to discuss with XRP, including a bizarre idea involving David Schwarz and the Ethereum Foundation, some really extreme price predictions, and the possibility that an XRP stablecoin may soon replace Tether. So, to stay up to date, hit that like button and subscribe. Anyway, enough with the introduction. Let's dive into this video. Before I get into the top news for this XRP update, I'd like to take a brief glance at the market and highlight a handful of things that you should be aware of heading into this week. Bitcoin has been trading at $60.5, $61.50, and the volume has been extremely low at roughly $35.5 billion throughout the weekend. But hold on to your hats, because we're about to witness what might be an upsurge in the market, and the Asian markets could be crashing at any moment. XRP is currently fighting for 50 cents, so here's hoping we can keep this extremely strong level. However, the incredibly low volume of $391 million over the weekend demonstrates just how calm the Bitcoin market has been. It may not be the end of the world, though. For some time now, I've been discussing the 100-day storyline that occurs between the halfway point and the end, therefore a possible price increase. But for now, all we can do is watch events unfold. The name David Schwarz keeps popping up in conversations. Is he a character in Satoshi's story? Is he more involved with the theory, though? Surprisingly, he has publicly admitted to being an investor and, more crucially, to having a role in developing Ethereum capabilities, including Ripple's CTO. Just so you know, for context, there were approximately 2,000 Ethereum for every Bitcoin, which helps put David Schwarz's actions in context, and Daesh was recently given some insights into his early involvement with Ethereum, illuminating his purchase of 40,000 Ethereum tokens during the public initial coin offering. Here, though, he says, and I quote, that he wanted to show his support for Vitalik, who invited him to attend. Thus, I invested 20 Bitcoins. To be honest, I didn't probe too much. He procured 47 Ethereum coins for me. At first, I assumed it was all for the benefit of our mutual acquaintance, but now that Schwarz is gone, he has sold it. $1. Imagine what that amount would look like today if you were to withdraw a large sum of money. It was $111 million. The key point, though, is that David Schwarz has an extensive network. And many people don't actually feel the way he does when he brings up Brian Stewart. However, if you delve deeper, you'll find that individuals like David Schwarz, the mastermind behind all the intriguing ideas, state that, unfortunately, my father ironically accomplished nearly the same thing. My parents fixed up the massive house we were living in after my elder siblings left, but I had to do a lot of work to get it ready to sell. This led my dad to spend a pretty penny gutting and renovating his house. The actual estimate, however, grew during the months it took to complete the renovation. He ultimately sold out and took a loss on that business because of that. However, take note that this man is not only heavily involved with his family, but also the XRP Syndicate. When it comes to Ethereum, is he the one who started the story? Uncertain. However, Eve was personally invited in by Vitalik if you're purchasing 40,000. Is it possible that David Schwarz has more connections within the Ethereum Foundation? May there be a greater significance to all of this in relation to XRP? I guess we'll just have to watch what happens. Given the magnitude of his recent involvement with the Ethereum Foundation, I believe there is a more substantial link between David Schwarz and the organization. As a result, this tale has the potential to be captivating. The future of the price is thus currently the subject of much speculation. Finally, we are anticipating the settlement this week. No set dates have been set for us. The general public seems to believe that June is the new target. I hesitated to simply cite him since if we succeeded,
it may lead to some fascinating price movements. A recent collaboration between Ripple and the SBC, one of the biggest banks, suggests that XRP may soon be adopted by other financial institutions, adding fuel to the fire that has been swirling around this topic for months. Additionally, the XRP ledger, which I have previously discussed at length. Furthermore, there is sufficient discussion about exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and XRP1 in particular, as is known to have occurred during conversations between Larry Fink and Brad Garlinghouse, with Brad nearly stating as much in this document. However, many think that the price of XRP will rise significantly, perhaps reaching 1857. Once again, the volume will depend on the outcome of this settlement deal. Fascinating to consider. Not only does this now connect to the theoretical foundation, but everyone is anticipating a huge surge in XRP value. That, along with everything else that falls under the purview of interest and Tether, will require our undivided attention. A new picture study into Tether and its stablecoin problem has just begun. For a long time now, this has been a point of contention. Has it really come to light that Tether does not possess the assets that were previously thought? Is that so? Is it true that they are unable to return what they produce, even though they have been minting large quantities? If so, this could open the door. Potentially the story that the public needs for an XRP stablecoin, with XRP as its backbone and eventual integration with financial institutions, since, after all, who wouldn't want to trust their bank? That's how things really are. Unless you're directly involved, most people won't believe cryptocurrency, but this could turn out to be a major storyline. Thus, I believe that XRP is once again involved in a lot of background activity. I've been saying this for what seems like an eternity: don't judge a book by its cover. I don't think you'll go wrong if you understand the story behind it. I can't recall when we drew this support line in my video, but if you look at the price right now, you'll see that we're in the midst of another little decline. Nevertheless, a number of important indicators point to a possible upward surge after a rebound from the $39.99 range, which serves as firm support. With the 50-day simple moving average falling, we should see some additional support in the near future. Even if MACD is turning slightly negative, I'm still holding out hope that we'll see a rebound from this recent low and resume our upward momentum in light of all the upcoming events this week. Hold on tight, because we're likely going to hit $1 if we get the settlement. Quickly, tell me in the comments whether you believe David Schwarz has any ties to the theorem's basis. In your opinion, does this open the door to further XRP integration? Finally, would you consider purchasing an XRP stable currency rather than a USDT? Well, that concludes our video. As always, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a comment with your opinions. Muchas gracias, depart.